Good morning, as my grandmother would say, good morning. You're rocking with the 3.5 Kings. I am Mr. Uncut. Mr. Uncut. And I got my pops right here with me to the left of me.
Yes, sir.
Pops, Mellroz. And then we got Mouzy Wowzy.
Man, I figured out my radio voice. I'm getting into it. I'm getting into it. I'm gonna stop the whispering.
Let's see how this works out.
We're gonna try it out today. I've been doing my push-ups.
Well, how you brothers feeling today?
I'm feeling wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm feeling wonderful. I don't know if you guys can see by my sweater, but I'm feeling very wonderful.
I was wondering if it was ugly sweater day.
No, it's not ugly sweater
it's
day.
Kind of swaggy.
It's fly.
It is swaggy.
You ever seen a pimp in a cheetah sweatsuit or something?
I have.
It's the same idea, but I just didn't go for the full outfit.
Usually that turns into a meme. That sweater is a meme waiting to happen. Wait till our fans get a hold of that one.
Fair enough. But I was feeling fly today. I was feeling very fly today.
It's nice.
Yeah, I feel it.
Thank you.
In a jungle-ish way.
Jungle
fever. You got jungle fever today? That looks like jungle fever.
Jungle fever, yeah. Jungle fever.
Overemphasizing your blackness.
Yeah, I got to, because y'all be trying to play me like I'm a white boy.
That's what I was just about to ask. Like, as a black dude, can you have jungle fever?
Yeah.
You can?
You can have.
Somebody got to. Either you the jungle or the fever, but you can't have one without the other. I don't know. I don't know if it's the fever or the jungle. But
that's what I was about to say. Like, aren't we the jungle fever?
Right. Isn't that
we the jungle?
Yeah.
How are you gonna have fever in the jungle if we the jungle?
I don't know where the term came from or how it derived. I just know that sweater is from jungle fever. That's all I know. That's all I know.
That's funny. All right.
Had a great week, man. What about your week? How was you doing, Mr. Uncut?
Well, I missed Saturday. I went to go catch Stockton's game.
Yes, you did. Sir. Tell us about it.
Man, it was lit. First of all, it's dang near a 2.5 hour drive out there.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
In a coupe, that's not big facts.
It's not big facts.
It's not.
And look at this guy right here, that camera right there. Yeah, we're gonna show your face. Today we're gonna show your face.
Are we showing faces?
There's
today?
no hiding behind looking at the next brother.
Well, like I was saying, it was a 2 hour drive out there, and that was tough, but we got through it. And as far as the game, Stockton balled out.
Yeah,
balled out. I'm talking first play, kickoff, cut back, down the sideline, 88 out the gate, 5-5 to the crib. I said, "Look at my boy."
How'd that make you feel?
Let me tell you, when he seen me, he really mouthed, "Oh shit." Like, he looked back and was like, "Oh shit." And I was like, "What's that?" Then Cooley, Poppy, all them, so he was lit. He was, and it damn near brought tears to my eyes, because I really seen, and like, he even looked back like, they're really here. They're really here. So that was tremendous for me. And it it brought like crazy emotions, like out of nowhere type shit. I never thought I would feel like that, like damn near like a dad or something.
I remember I would say the same thing at my games when I saw y'all in the stands. I'd be like, "Oh shit,
yeah,
they see me not playing."
Oh shit, Coach, you gotta let me in, Coach. They're here. Dad. Miles here.
Yeah, nah. Stockton didn't have that problem though.
I can see.
They was throwing him in. They was
player.
Running plays to him like
you can't hit the table.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad, poetess. But yeah. They was running plays to him and all that. They was doing the whole nine. So it was definitely a great game and a great Saturday. It was well worth it.
That's what I like to hear, man.
Yeah, facts.
About you? You had a good weekend?
Yeah, I did have a good weekend. My driver's license came.
Official.
Big
you got the paper. You got the paper. You're official.
Paper.
Big
spend my 6 hours in the DMV the other day trying to get my car registered. I'm trying to get, slowly but surely, make sure all my paperwork is in order.
Yeah. Because he showed the license last night, and he had this big ass smile on his face, right?
On my face.
And he like, "Look, you see this license? What is the cop going to say when they see this license with this smile?" I said, "Get your ass on the ground, face first,
right now,
nigga. Don't move,
right now, goofy ass.
You want to get out the car, sir?
Hey, we got a goofy one.
You want to get out the car, sir? You think that fucking smile's going to get you out of this?" You'd have been better off frowning on that motherfucker.
Oh, that's funny.
That is funny.
Wow.
That really had me. But yeah, I'm trying to just get all my paperwork in order, slowly but surely. You know, not rushing anything, making sure that I cover the ground that the people before me didn't. I like to say it like that.
Shots fired.
Not
covering what ground?
I mean the ground, like, you know, just making sure that I'll never have to deal with, you know, a shaky situation.
And when you know better, you do better.
That's a fact.
Knowing better.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
And he needs to learn the settings on the lights in the car. For some reason, he was moonlighting in the car, like
I for sure was.
just sitting in the car doing whatever. I get to the car because, you know, in Inglewood, you got to move the car on certain days. Y'all get there, the car won't start. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I look and see the light switch had been moved from off to on. Now the battery's drained. Now I have to walk a block and a half back to the house, wake him up like, yo, you been in the car? What? No, not me. Nigga, the battery's dead and the light was on. So we had to jump the car this morning. And I'm starting to feel like a real mean dad, because that shit really made me mad. It really made... I was walking back trying to calm down. You know how you got to figure out how you going to wake a nigga up? Like, I didn't know how I was going to wake him up, but I need to just relax, man. You know, because I had a little anger in me. I'm like, man, I saw the light. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing in the car just hitting buttons for? I know it's your car, but wait a minute, man. Shit.
Yeah.
I can't even really defend myself right there. I'm going to keep it a buck. I probably did do that.
Probably my ass.
Probably did.
Pops, how was your weekend, man?
I had a great weekend, man. You know, regretfully, I've missed another football game. But this week, I am taking off, and I'm taking off out there. I'm coming to see you, Stockton. Do your Thug Thizzle shop was crazy busy. It is really, Black Hollywood, I think, is one of the dominant barbershops in LA. If you're not getting your hair cut there, you're not doing yourself a real justice. I know the wait can be a little aggravating, but in a place like Black Hollywood with the pool tables in the back, full screens, outdoor patio, drinks and snacks, it's a pleasant wait. Yeah, and we play the best music. So the shop was crazy busy, and I'm just happy about that, man, that vision is really starting to pan off.
Big
you know
facts.
What I'm saying?
Big facts.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay, so this week, I don't know if you guys know, but Anita Baker is doing her last concert series right now.
Wow.
I heard.
Yes.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
I definitely would want to go and see that.
I think you're going to be too late. I think she's leaving L.A. unless you're going to take a flight somewhere. But how do you are you up on Anita Baker?
I mean, I'm not like I don't know every song.
Yeah.
But I love Anita Baker.
Okay.
Definitely an icon for sure.
No, I don't.
You're not
I'm
up
not
on Anita Baker.
I'm not on it. No,
Wow.
not at all.
Sometimes you start to realize the generational gaps.
That's what I was about to say.
And you know what I mean? Like, who would be your R&B old school female?
I don't even know if I really have an R&B old school female that I like would go to on some like player. I'm gonna play some fly old school. No,
what's your like R&B fly? What do you play? What's your R&B playlist?
My R&B play. Lately I've been getting into Curtis Mayfield. That's been
Diamond in the back.
Okay.
Sun rooftop.
Now the sweater's starting to make sense. Now the sweater's starting to make sense.
Ooh.
You know, some Superfly shit, huh?
That's exactly, Superfly.
Okay,
Superfly.
your pimping is really being activated lately,
A little bit.
Okay.
And with the information that I received last night,
Thank you.
due to my brother Melvin putting me onto one of the flyest and most coherent people.
Who is that?
I've ever met.
Who?
His name was Edward, right?
Facts.
Edward. We had
My
a
boy
conversation,
Edward.
a good 2-hour conversation.
About
and
what?
It was more about it was about the 30 or
I think
40,
you're losing
46,
your radio voice right now.
The 46 laws of power. The 46 laws of power. We talked about that, and he kind of broke everything down.
I think actually there are 48 laws
48,
to the
excuse
power.
me.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'm
Excuse me.
just-
I ain't read the book in a minute.
Facts,
I'm gonna keep it a
facts.
buck.
Go
but
ahead, go ahead.
I did read the book, and he read the book as well, and he kind of broke it down to me in a way that I could visualize in a day-to-day basis.
Rule number 1 in 48 Laws of Power is what?
Never outshine the master.
That is a fact. I was fired from a barbershop because of this one concept. I was let go. It was in Pasadena. I went to the bookstore next door. It was Essawan Books at the time. Tawala gave me the book, had number 1 highlighted. He said, "This is where you went wrong in that barbershop. You tried to be bigger than Roger, and Roger terminated me." Yeah.
But yeah, when I was talking to him, he basically kind of ran down a couple of the laws and put them in perspective. Like I said, when people talk about the bigger picture, it's very hard to imagine it sometimes, because the bigger picture can really be your life in general or how you display yourself on a day-to-day basis. But even within that, you can zoom in on what you think the bigger picture is and end up missing the bigger picture.
This shit getting way too deep for me. Hey, I had to be there because that shit didn't make no sense. But
Right.
back to Anita Baker. I think we got a little footage of her last show in L.A. I have never personally seen her in concert, but I feel like I missed out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're watching the Icon right now. This is some of my go-to slow jams right here. This one, love songs, was really happening right now. Like, a lot of times I think what's happening in relationships, there are no love songs. Without love songs, you can't really cultivate love. So, shout out to Anita Baker. Hopefully I catch you on tour somewhere. I am willing to catch a flight to see this sister.
I'll put in on that.
Know what I mean? You'll put in on my flight? I'm going to need that.
No.
Oh.
That was wrong dialect.
I took that wrong?
Yeah, definitely.
I thought you said you'll put in on my flight to go see her.
No, wrong translation.
Do some good son shit every so often. I don't know if you guys are up on this new rap beef. White on white crime is at a high right now. You up on it?
I am up on it.
Machine Gun Kelly,
Machine Gun
Eminem
Kelly,
having
Eminem.
white on white problems.
I mean, first of all, I'm not even a M fan when it comes to hip hop.
Okay.
So
I'm not either.
this is not really a conversation that I personally put too much effort and energy into. Just because I don't really respect I'm not even gonna call him a brother. I really don't respect the man in our culture.
Eminem?
Yeah, not really. Not me personally. And that might be my generational, you know what I'm saying, separation. But for me, Eminem is not an asset to the culture.
Wow. Who do you think won the battle?
Personally, I think just being young and seeing a younger guy kind of step up to what we would say is an icon.
Right.
I'm going Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly. And you would say Machine Gun Kelly?
I think it was a better song too.
Your beard is weird.
Your beard. Hey, get the clippers.
Your fucking beard is
Your
weird.
fucking beard is weird.
When you know what? I'm starting to get on the fence about the battle. Like, initially I was all Machine Gun Kelly. Like, I just felt it was a doper song. It was this, that, and the third. But as I start to listen more and more to Eminem, he kind of did bar him up.
I mean, I really feel like if y'all gonna be a part of the culture, y'all just gotta squabble up. Like, if y'all gonna
fight,
if y'all gonna be a part of the culture,
Ain't that what killed Biggie and Tupac?
nah. If y'all gonna be a part of the culture, y'all gotta squabble up. We ain't never seen y'all.
You want them to link up and fade.
Hey, somewhere
fade.
neutral.
Nah.
Trailer Park.
Even though
you know what I'm saying?
Eminem,
Trader Joe's.
45.
Hey,
46.
squabble up. 50. Hey,
That ain't cool.
Squabble up.
That's
Hey.
not
That ain't
get
cool.
out of
You know white people ain't gonna do that.
Hey, if you want to be a part of the culture, let's stop this now. Let's make it quick. Let's meet at a neutral place.
So, like Chris Brown and Soulja Boy? That's what you're looking for? Another Chris Brown and Soulja Boy? Did that fight even happen?
It
Nah,
didn't.
I didn't.
I didn't think it.
It low key did when Soulja Boy was in the hood.
It didn't happen.
But when
When they took his
between
chain?
them.
Yeah,
When
not
they took
between-
Get the fuck out. You ain't from the hood, nigga. Oh, Soldier ain't from the hood?
Soldier ain't from Miss Soldier. Nah.
That's funny, but nah. And we were talking. I think you guys were talking about this on the show with Mike Brown.
What's that?
About how people put Eminem in their like top 5 or their top 10 just off the strength that he's Eminem, and not really because they might like his music and that's what I started to encounter when I started to talk to people about this. It's like you don't really have an opinion about it. You just kind of go, but it's Eminem.
Why though? Is it because Dr. Dre was behind
Because
him and
Dr.
50
Dre
was in the mix?
I would say that, and he got some songs that I've listened to, and I was like, you know what, this is actually decent. It's cool. It's cool. I understand why people like him.
Are you guys denying that he has had one of the biggest careers in hip hop? Period. White or black, some of the most successful sales in industry history have come from this Caucasian rapper.
I don't think sales determine like your
influence
to the culture. To the culture. Now to the world that's different, but to the culture it's its own entity.
Do you think hip hop is a black culture or a white culture, Mexican culture, or is it just a culture?
It's a culture. I wouldn't.
Does it have a race to it?
I don't think so.
I think that
y'all make it seem because he's white.
No.
Nothing he do is right. White is white, right?
What are the fundamentals of hip hop?
Graffiti, breakdance,
DJing,
and MCing.
And that came from a particular culture. Now, coming from a particular culture, the original people of that culture is black people. Now, that's the original. That's the I don't know the exact word that I want to use, but that's what makes up, or the DNA, or the foundation of the culture.
So nobody else can learn it. Like
that's what I was going to say.
It's not nobody else can learn it. It's just the foundation. When you go back to the foundation of it, you go back to breaking, tagging, DJing, and MCing, and the people that brought that into fruition is a certain group of people. So when you go back to the culture, yeah, other people has got on the now I'm not gonna say the bandwagon, but on the bandwagon, and they experience it and they love it. But when you talk about the culture and what it means to the culture, it goes back to where it started.
So you can't do it if you white and be authentic.
It's not you can't do it. It's just, is it important to the culture?
I think, I mean, like when I think of hip hop, I think of it as a masterable form of art. So I wouldn't say that just because somebody comes from a different side of town or a different state or whatever, they wouldn't be able to master the art form of hip hop.
Because he's definitely mastered the art form of rapping. He's one of the coldest rapping motherfuckers ever to rap. Now on some rap shit, he's a cold rapper. You can't take the rap away from him. You can say maybe he's corny, maybe he's white, maybe his subject matter is weak, but the ability to rap, the nigga's fire.
I'd give you that.
I mean, I just feel like if
give it to me, give it to him. Shit.
I'll give it to him.
I just really feel like if you really sat and really tried to master like saying 15 words that start with R and make it rhyme, I feel like that's possible. If you sit for a couple hours and you try to make 15 words that start with a R rhyme, it's possible. Over a beat, it's possible.
All right, we're going to keep it moving. If it take you 15 minutes, fucking a couple hours to rhyme 15 words with R, nigga,
I'm just saying.
You need not to be rapping.
I'm just saying, like, that's his art. That's how he rap. He say the same word with the same, he say a word with the same first letters or syllables or whatever, and he make it rhyme.
Eminem, call in. I think he's putting rumors out on you. I don't think
I'm not a big fan, man. I don't really think
I don't think I could say I am too. But
you're not. I don't think you're an asset to the culture. That's me. I think if Eminem was never in the mix, niggas wouldn't be lacking.
All
That's
right.
Malone.
I felt the same way about J. Cole, but niggas disagreed. So, moving right along.
Wow,
that's controversial.
Wow, did you really say?
I said if we took J. Cole out of hip hop, we would not miss a beat.
Word?
Yes, we would not miss a beat.
I can see where he could say that. I don't think he really put a humongous. He does provide balance. That's
super balanced. That's super balanced.
But I'm saying in a like, because he's in the era of right now, you'll take a J. Cole and a Kendrick and kind of they're on the same thing. Like, I think we would miss Kendrick. J. Cole, if he didn't raise his hand, and we wouldn't know he was not
disagree.
in class.
I would think it's the opposite. I think I wouldn't miss Kendrick.
That's insane.
Wow, that's crazy.
insane.
I think I
That's
wouldn't miss
insane.
Kendrick, and I would miss J. Cole. Maybe because I started listening to J. Cole more than Kendrick.
It's the fucking sweater. The sweater's talking. The sweater is talking.
We can move along now. We could definitely do that.
All right, we're looking at some the new school artists. I think
yes,
you guys
we
are
are.
going to try to dupe me and see if I can identify any of these new school artists.
Okay, I actually picked the artist today because one, I'm the youngest, so I feel like I got my my hands on the pulse a little more.
Okay.
And I didn't try to dupe you at all. I tried
Okay.
to make it as not as easy, but as that's them. Yeah,
Gotcha.
You should know who these people are. They're
Let's see who it
fairly
is.
famous. They have a fairly big following.
310 Greedo.
You said 310 Greedo. You was close.
Yeah.
We would call him 03 Greedo.
Yeah, you just
03.
take
Okay.
the one out and then rearrange the.
Okay, Greedo.
Yeah,
Greedo.
that's
Greedo.
Greedo.
310.
03 Greedo.
03 Greedo.
Ding.
310 something. I know,
Something
but that's
like that.
Greedo.
You get
My
one.
boy.
That will be Chance the Rapper, philanthropist out of Chicago.
Yes, it is. That is Chance the Rapper. I
My
didn't think
G.
he was going to get this one, actually, because I knew we was listening to Chance for a long time. I think, what was it? Eric, who put us on the
Oh
Chance?
yeah, Eric definitely
Eric put us on
on
Chance Rapper like 2014.
On me.
But
Shout out Easy.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you
Oh.
might not. You not
Oh.
getting this one.
Oh.
Listen,
Oh.
I got 5 on it. You ain't getting this one.
That is Lil somebody.
Little somebody.
He got a Lil in it.
Nah,
Are you locking that answer in?
Yes.
He's locking that answer in. A little somebody. That is not little somebody. That is Playboy Cardi.
Cardi.
Excuse you.
Playboy Cardi?
Playboy Cardi.
I thought Cardi was a girl.
No,
that's Cardi B.
Cardi
Oh,
B.
okay.
That's a
And
different.
his is Carti.
Oh, Carti.
Not
Not a
Cardi.
D.
Cardi T.
That's Dennis Rodman. And he fucking matches your sweater.
Yeah, you did. I'm not.
That was on purpose. You said,
not intentionally.
you said I'm gonna go with Our Future today.
No.
That is the rapper better known as Tyler, the Creator.
It is Tyler the Creator. Yes, sir. And now that we just to stay there for a minute,
Let's tap that fucking
cut.
sweater.
the cut.
Mm.
I wanted to get you guys' opinion on the cut because I think the concept is fly, but the execution might not be there.
That is old school Dennis Rodman.
That is old school.
You know what I mean? That's Dennis Rodman. I think Dennis Rodman did it better. But on a artistic level, this shit's ugly as fuck.
Word. I think.
I thought that was fun.
That shit's ugly as fuck.
I actually think it was executed. You know exactly what he was trying to do. You went straight to Dennis Rodman. You said a sweater. I think it's pretty executed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You would do that?
No.
I probably would not do that, but
No.
I could, like you said, I could appreciate the leap of faith by somebody who's trying to be fly.
You think that's just more so for the entertainment value?
I think so. I mean, I think it was for the Grammys or something like that.
That's
was
definitely a
Grammy
Grammy haircut.
That's
I'm not a
Grammys.
Tyler the Creator fan. So
But yeah, I think that's what it was. But
I've heard a couple of Tyler songs that I thought were pretty dope. He's very creative.
yeah.
He would, to me, Tyler is like the Black Eminem. The shit he talk about is a little far-fetched and weird. I would consider Tyler, the Creator, a Black Eminem.
a Black Eminem.
Eminem.
I would definitely disagree.
But you don't even like his music.
Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Tyler the Creator, but I mess with his music. Potato Salad is in.
Big facts.
It's in.
Big facts.
In what? Barbecues?
No.
The fuck is a potato salad?
That's the name of the song
Yeah.
that you like. The one that you was referring to, I heard a couple songs. It's called Potato Salad. There you go.
You just gonna put that on
There
me?
you
You
go.
don't know what song I like, brother.
There we go. You got another one? It's another.
No, that's all. Of
That
them.
was it?
That's all of them. I actually thought he was gonna do way worse.
So we
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
couple haircuts, I believe. Last week you were like 0-6 on picking good haircuts.
It really wasn't about picking great haircuts last week. It was just about picking haircuts and really just getting you guys' opinions on it and really just showing that a lot of these celebrities do be lacking.
Okay, cool.
They
Fair
do be
enough.
lacking.
All right.
So this week we definitely have a different type of.
Okay.
You get what
now
I'm
we
saying?
got some cuts on the table.
Now this week is not about celebrities.
Okay.
This week is about the barbers.
All right.
It's about, is the barbers really putting in love, affection, and real passion into their haircuts?
I think that's an A+ haircut.
That's an A+ haircut.
A+.
Can you describe that haircut for us?
That is a bald fade with a slope
On the top.
flat top.
And that's a lady.
Oh, okay.
You kind of changed that. I don't think.
Why did you have to?
I don't think
Like,
we
what?
need to know that.
Why was that important?
Because ladies have different textures to their hair than men. So
That sounds sexist.
it's not.
They have different. Ladies have different texture. No, I didn't came across some nappy ass ladies' hair. Like, this is some.
Yeah, that's after they didn't have their hair cut a couple times and all that. But when we're talking about, like, you have hair and then you want a haircut, we can, I mean, I don't know, but let's just say that she had hair and he cut that. That was her first haircut. That's a great haircut on a lady. And it's not sexist or nothing like that. It's just the fact that that lady had a great haircut.
I will agree with you there. That was a very great haircut, but I don't know if I agree with the premise that you're trying.
Yeah, like on a lady, I think that's like.
I don't think it matters. I don't think
that could have been a kid.
Yeah,
I just want to make it clear that that's a lady,
and that lady didn't have good hair. That's some fucking nappy ass hair. I know nappy ass hair when I see it. And it does not stand up like that unless it's some nappy ass hair.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's a great haircut on a lady.
Ball fade, 2 on the top.
And this is the original ball fade, 2 on the top. It's not the Boosie. It's not the Texas. I wouldn't say it's the LA swag of a ball fade, but it's definitely an original ball fade with the goatee on the front. Nice ball. You could tell you.
That's definitely LA. That's Crenshaw.
Yeah,
that's Crenshaw 94 right there.
See, me personally, the way I do my ball fades for all my homies in the city is just a slightly lower, just so it could be a real difference from, the coast. Because the higher up, you go to a different side of the United States, and the lower, I think you go to a different. And that's how I try to perceive it. I try to give my boys a West Coast ball fade. That's how you know what I mean.
I didn't even know the West Coast had a ball fade. That shit great. I've been cutting hair 25 years and just found that out.
Exactly.
The West Coast has a ball fade.
Exactly.
That is the 94 ball fade West Coast all day. Crenshaw High School.
Easy.
That was the original. Wait a minute. That's Mr. Curtis Burton.
Yes, sir.
That is the father of Rashad Porter. Shout out Shoddy.
Yes, sir.
And he is rocking the gray beard with the
baldy.
With the baldy.
With the Kenny Smith on top.
Mm-hmm. I think we need to more analyze the beard.
We do.
Yeah, it's fly.
You like that?
It's fly.
The white?
It's fun, yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, when you get to a certain age,
yeah.
I feel like that's what you want to bring out. You want to make it look like you got some wisdom on you.
Okay, so
if I did that right now, like if I don't know, didn't dye my beard, I would be that gray. That's how gray my hair is.
You don't have an older face, if that makes sense. You don't got enough creases in your face to do that.
To go gray?
To go full gray.
I don't think I do either. I've tried it before, and I'm like, yo, you look weird. Like, you just fucking look weird. Like,
it's not time yet.
Yeah,
it's not time yet. Yeah.
We got some years for sure.
Shout out Curtis Burton, man. That is a really good dude right there, man. I don't know if you ever have you personally met him?
I've met him before.
Yeah? He's a really good dude.
Yeah. Now, when I was coming to the end of the cuts, I was like, actually, the barber actually wanted to work at Black Hollywood.
Oh, yeah?
This is Keita the Barber Bay. I don't know if that rings a bell.
Not at all.
Okay. Well, she definitely was interested, and this is a female barber. So I just grabbed one of her cuts off of her Instagram, and I wanted to get you guys' take on it. And what did you think about the placement of the part?
I disagree with the placement of the curved part in the middle. I don't know. It just seems...
It does seem
weird.
It seems
cut is dope.
But
cut is dope.
It's fine.
I'm not gonna lie, it does look like a square hanger, but it was executed,
a wire hanger,
like a wire hanger, and you just made it into.
It kind of looks like a cobra about to strike a motherfucker. Like, That's the cobra part.
But it's sharp though.
It is.
It's sharp,
It
and
is.
you know it was well executed. And
Razor edged up for sure.
exactly. And I don't think it's really too much enhancements that was used in this to make it as sharp as it is too. So definitely shout out to Keita the Barber Bay. You know what I'm saying? You did that.
You did
And
She did.
Keep up the good work. Keep
Big facts.
cutting. That's the key to barbering. It is a practice. You have to keep cut. You have to cut every single day,
Facts.
and that is the only way you get better.
Facts.
So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with our first topic of the day. And I was told that I personally use the word nigga too much for a show that's called 3.5 Kings. We're going to talk about it. Should we put the N word to rest? 3.5 Kings. We'll be
Wow.
right back.
Heard some white folks talking. Had a riot yesterday. 10 niggers died. Died, nigga. Say what? 10 niggers died. Yeah, died, nigga. Went down to Whitehall Street. Heard a sergeant reporting lots of niggers dying in Vietnam. Died, nigga. Died, nigga. Nigga died. Had to get away from niggers. Dying all the time.
And we are
Went
back.
up to Harlem.
We are back.
Sheesh.
3.5 Kings. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm working on that voice. I'm trying to get it in there. All right.
Here's
But
the thing. You got a camera designated to you, and you refuse to look at it.
You know what?
Yeah.
I didn't even.
You're not even in position to look at your camera.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Main one. I need my own
am.
camera. I
didn't
need
say
my own
that. I
camera.
didn't say that.
You
I
got
didn't
your
say
own
that. I
camera,
didn't
and
say
you
that.
won't even look at it.
Collecting it.
We are back with 3.5 Kings. I'm here.
Yeah.
Mouzy Wowzy, with my wonderful father and my mentor,
Okay.
Mellroz. We don't go with Mellroz. And
Okay.
Pops, whatever.
You better put some spec on my name.
Put some spec
Are we done or are we finished?
right now.
And the incredible
Mr. Uncut. Thank you, Mr. Uncut.
And we are going to start this segment with, should we put the N-word to rest on this show? And personally, I don't know if I use the N-word that much on the show, but I think so. I think so. If we're going for a different type of demographic, and if you want to be able to put our show onto a different level, I think that would be a smart move.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, it opens us up to a different kind of avenue.
But saying that word will close those doors to those avenues?
I mean, in some people's eyes, yes.
I mean, I can understand if you, like, saying it in a certain type of way, but if you're using it as the endearment term that we definitely use it in.
Do you think nigga is a bad word?
I don't. I personally don't. I've never been offended by the word nigga.
But you think if we put it to rest, it'll take us further?
I mean, yeah. I feel like it would open doors for people like advertisers who wouldn't you want to, put themselves with
some niggas.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but
Are we niggas?
We definitely are niggas.
Real niggas.
I'm a thoroughbred nigga. I pride myself on being a thoroughbred nigga.
What separates the nigga from the what makes it okay in this day and time to be even considered? Like when I say nigga, it's mainly out of habit. I've come from the nigga generation where we were the ones that were really advocating for the use of the word. We were the ones saying that, hey, no, we have changed this into a term of endearment. Mm-hmm. We're utilizing it in our music, and it describes a certain type of person now. It's not the nigga of the past. These new niggas are entrepreneurs, CEOs, presidents, fathers, and leaders. These are some real niggas.
It would bring up the question, does it only matter if I am an African American and I say it?
I was going to ask you, like, when you hear somebody else say nigga, does that affect you?
Definitely, 110%.
I've heard white people use it in
endearment way.
In an endearment way, and they said it the way I would say it.
You don't have the ability to even understand how that's endearment.
Why? But when you start talking about the music and the culture, and be it that this is a heavy populated adjective to describe the feeling of certain things, people, places, and ideas, when it's all through. Like, I remember when I went to school in the Valley, all white people all the time, and every so often, not even all the time, some nigga music would be playing, right? And then in the music, there was always a time when a nigga said nigga, and the white people singing all the shit, and they get you the one nigga word, and they look at me like, ooh, can I say it?
No.
I always said, why you can't say it? It's in the song.
And I graduated from St. Monica's Catholic High School. I went there my junior and senior year, and I will say on air, I was the only authentic nigga there. And
what does that mean when you say I was an authentic nigga? Like, I came from the inner city? That made me different? No, that means that
there were other black people there too, but they weren't authentic. They weren't... They didn't go through the struggles. They didn't see the same thing. They didn't go from Santa Monica traveling back to South Central and seeing the drastic culture change from where they grew up and was raised in the school that they go to back to where I grew up and where I was raised in my home school.
So sometimes, so that's what it takes to make you a realer nigga? You have to come from a harder...
you have to experience the things that niggas experience. You have to go through the things and scenarios.
What if some niggas experience a 2-parent home, dinner on the table at 6 o'clock,
but
good
when they
grades.
walk to school in the inner city, you have the scenario of being shot at. You have the scenario of being beat up by the neighborhood gangs. You have the scenario of being harassed horrifically by the police. Now, if you're living in Culver City, Santa Monica, Venice, you don't have that same scenario.
But there got to be different nigga scenarios if you're a nigga, because you're a nigga wherever you go. I'm thinking.
No, big facts. But there's just growing up in Culver City, if my mother and father had a house there, then they had me, they might have a reputation there. They might have a good reputation there within that city amongst these white people. Now, within the inner city, it doesn't matter how long you've been there, the police is patrolling 10 times harder. They're harassing 10 times harder. And the activities that's going on is shoulder to shoulder. Nipsey said, at the gas station, you might get your car shot. Walking to school, you might get your jaw broke. Like, that's real inner city things that niggas go through. Now, if you don't go through those things growing up, you can't identify with that culture.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
say I'm an 18-year-old kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
I came from a 2-parent household, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Dinner on the table at 6.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a private school. Good grades, all the whole 9 yards, everything that you would associate with somebody who's just living a good life. They've been put up in a situation where they didn't really have to worry about much. Would you say they cannot be a real nigga because of that?
That's inside the house. Like, we're talking about where you live at.
Even they lived in.
So real niggas come
North
from
Hollywood.
a certain place. Only real niggas can be bred in the ghetto, is what you're saying.
Nah, that's way too, like...
Nigga got to get
only-
shot
I'm
at.
not
Nigga
saying-
get his jaw broke. Nigga got to get his jaw broke on the way to school to be a real nigga.
I mean, that's really the scenario of the inner city. That's no dramatizing it. That's no putting extras on it. That's really what happens. You really walk to school and get banged on.
But that's just a product of
Your environment.
Yeah,
So
that don't make you a real nigga. I think what makes you a real nigga is that you're real about who you really are. Like you don't like. I could be a real nigga in a 2-parent household just knowing that I still am a black man. I still
No, see, listen.
I still like this kind of...
You have to go through scenarios. You can't just not go through scenarios and be a real nigga. That's not how it happens.
What I'm saying, my scenarios could be way different. Like, I used to go to school in the Valley, and one time I'm sitting on Ventura Boulevard. 2 white boys jump out. This is when skinheads were first coming out. Like, 2 white boys in Doc Marten boots, the black jackets, bald heads, chased me 2.5 fucking blocks. And I struck out of that motherfucker like a real nigga. Like, this is some shit that happened to me in the Valley. Like, they jumped out on me on some, get that nigga, and I took off running. Nobody ran but me.
So why would you have an issue with when the song comes on and you in the Valley and the word nigga come up and they look at you?
I didn't have issue. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying they would just look at me like, can I say it? Yeah, you can say it. Everybody.
Why you can say it if some skinheads would jump out the whip and only chase me? Because I'm the nigga. So why can now y'all listen to a song?
So now, like, I got to cut up. Like, hey, you know what? After that skinhead incident, nobody listened to NWA now.
It's not
just
nobody,
me.
It's not nobody listen to NWA.
Or nobody sing it around me.
It's not nobody sing it. It's just there's particulars within this scenario. The particular is when the white boys jumped out, they went for you. That's the particular. They didn't go for nobody else.
I don't even know if they really came for me, nigga. A real nigga just took off. I saw it look shady, and I was out of there like a real
calculated
nigga.
the situation. He said, "This is the best plan."
Hey,
I got a
He
bounce.
said in this
I gotta
scenario,
bounce.
they only chased me.
I'm the only nigga that ran. So
They
like when
only chased
if the
me.
police are
So
chasing you,
it was more niggas, or was you the only nigga?
I was the only nigga.
All right, cool.
I was the
within
only black male there.
And
You know what
it
I'm
was
saying?
other people. And
But
you
what does
took
that
off.
have to do with listening to a song and the nigga word come up?
Yeah.
Like, why do you have to be quiet now? If you've been able to sing the whole song, like,
And I think it's more about, like, I've heard it used editorially. Like, somebody like say we were at a show and Mellroz said nigga, but a white person is reporting on it. Would you say that they're wrong for using the word, or would you prefer somebody use something like the N word, or they just don't say the word at all? Because
I feel like just don't say the word at all. Just because they can get away with tapping into our culture, but we're not able to get away with tapping into their culture.
let's stay there for a second. You don't think that we try to tap into white culture?
I think that we're
Niggas ain't tapping into white culture.
I think that we have a way harder job being approved by white culture once we try to tap in. Vice versa.
So are niggas too accepting?
that's what I say. Are niggas more accepting?
Nigga, you
Niggas
mad
are
because
way
niggas
more
accept
niggas
white
are
people
way
into the
more
culture,
acceptance.
and white people don't
Yeah,
accept us
because, listen,
into their culture?
I'm gonna tell you this. If we go in their neighborhood and we walk around, they gonna look at us. What y'all doing here? If they come in our neighborhood, walk around, we giving them passes. Come inside. Come
Why
to
is
our,
that?
But
Why
we do
is
look at
that?
them. We look at them with the side eye. Bro, what?
That's
White people walking around.
If you're talking
you see
about
white
if you're
people
talking
in the
about
ghetto?
us, if you're talking about us, that's not general population. The general population doesn't mind white people in their neighborhood.
But they give them the side of you can't say.
I would disagree. I've seen multiple times where niggas is like
welcoming the white people.
Yeah,
I see white people in the neighborhood and I feel safe.
Thank you.
This is getting.
Thank you.
This is
like,
becoming a good
on
neighborhood.
Western, on 89th and Western, a little white lady walking her dog. It was no like.
Nobody pressed her. Like, what the fuck you doing around here, white lady?
It was just.
Do you think they should?
I think that that's different. That's a different conversation. We're gonna stick with the N-word conversation.
I mean, I feel like it all branches in together.
I mean, I really don't. I'm not a big fan of gentrification. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of.
Are you a big fan of integration?
Not based on history.
So you think niggas need to stay in a nigga area, and then white people stay in a white area, and Hispanics in a Hispanic area?
I think that
and rappers in rapper areas.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. I think that niggas need to focus on niggas. Nobody else. I think that we need to get it together. I think that, and not even I think there was a thing called Black Wall Street. There was a thing called Black Wall Street that really existed. A place that really existed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the mentality that we need to get back to. And we need to say, what happened to Black Wall Street?
Do you think Black Wall Street was occupied by more niggas or more black folk?
I mean, I would definitely say that black folks is niggas. I feel like that's crazy.
So all black folks is niggas.
Why do you think so many black people are offended by the word nigga?
Because they're older, and when it was used to traumatize them. So when they see their kids using it, it's like, nigga, this was traumatizing. Like, this was a word that, like, I heard when I was getting fucked up. This is that word that I heard. So when I see my kids saying it, like, you taking me back to a moment. That's why you can't say it. But for me, it's like, only these group of people went through what I went through. Only these group of people could connect with what I connect to, because we come from the same place and do the same stuff and been through the same obstacles. Now, all black people are not niggas. We understand that there were house people and there were field people. Those are two different types of people. They're still black people, but those are two different types of people. And I think the people that was in the field would say that the people that was in the house, some of them was different.
Would you have rather been a house nigga or a field nigga?
I mean, I'm in the field, so I'm definitely a field nigga. Like,
I'm talking about your preference. Would you rather live in the mountains or on the beach? Like, what would you want to do? Because I feel oftentimes...
I mean, I would have rather for that scenario not to have happened. So we wouldn't even have to have this dialogue.
You're going to have to start making some statements like I have to, man. You keep dodging the questions, bro.
He's a politician.
You're going to have to take a little bit of heat somewhere.
What I wish was black people never were enslaved and the word nigga never came about.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that, like, slavery even happened. So the fact that slavery happened, like, come on, bro. Y'all can't... There's no reparations.
What do that got to do with it? If we're going to use nigga on the show or not? We're trying to figure out if nigga is a hurtful word to the show.
You know what, fellas? I would love to continue this conversation, but I feel like we are out of time. It is 11:30, and we need to wrap up this show.
Wow. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is officially, as of today, put the N word to rest. 3.5 Kings is founded on a foundation that we are no longer just niggas, but we are operating in the path of kings.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not sure if a nigga can be king.
Wow.
If a nigga can be king.
Wow.
So I'm going to put on a nigga box. Anytime we use the word nigga, we're going to have to contribute $5 to the nigga jar.
Wow.
$5 to the nigga
$5. Every nigga on the show is going to cost us $5.
I would definitely say this is going to be a long conversation for the whole week. For the whole week. We're going to be talking about this for the whole week.
Yeah, that was a bold say. You said niggas can't be kings.
Niggas can't be
I don't know if I agree with you
that
a lot, but I don't know if I can stand with you.
I'm not sure if a
nigga
can be king.
Wow. All right.
Well, it's been a fantastic Monday. I wish you all peace, love, and joy. 3.5 Kings, we're going to be doing this every week, and I promise you that we're taking a collective on making the show better, more interesting. We're not just coming with a simple podcast. We're dedicated to making this a 1-hour TV show. So that's what we're doing. We're working hard on producing the show. I have promised the poet is every week we're going to come more organized and strategize, and I have failed her 4 weeks in a row, but I am not a quitter. I am not a quitter. And these two guys are going to help me produce the show.
Yes,
Mouzy Wowzy, Mr. Uncutt. We're going to meet back here next Monday. Same bad time, same bad channel. You guys take care of yourself.
Yes, indeed.
Kings and queens.
Yes, indeed.
Yes,
No
sir.
more niggas.
No more niggas.
Sheesh.
On the air.
Of Health and Military Performance, also known as CHAMP, of the Uniformed Services University of Health and Science, known as USUHS, is conducting a study to understand a possible genetic link between sickle cell trait, known as SCT, and exercise-related events, known as EREs, such as exertional rhabdomyolysis, muscle damage, heat stroke, and or collapse. We are inviting African-American men and women with sickle cell trait and their family members to participate. Participating in the study will require you to complete a health history questionnaire, a form authorizing our study physician to gather health information from you and your healthcare provider, as well as a one-time blood donation. In order to qualify for the study, you must meet the following criteria: be African-American, be sickle cell trait positive, be able to read, speak, and understand English, be between the ages of 18 and 80, and currently not being treated for any mental or psychological disorders. Participation is completely voluntary, and your decision will not impact your healthcare. The results for this study are for research purposes only and are not intended to directly benefit any individual for confidentiality reasons. However, the results of this study are intended to help better shape policies and associated health risks affecting the SCT community. Participants may be compensated for their time. To join the study, or if you would like additional information regarding the study, please contact the study team by phone, area code 240-479-9514, or email sctstudy-ggg@usuhs.edu.